Want to go swimming with me? On a Pilates mat, swimming is an intermediate exercise that takes us through thoracic extension, hip extension, and shoulder flexion. Swimming challenges our back muscles different than a lot of other exercises because while we're in spinal extension, we have to maintain stability in the core while lifting and lowering alternating arms and legs. Think walking and running. So this will be a short workout where we go through movements that culminate in the swimming exercise. I'm Tucker, welcome to McCrazy Fit. Let's get started. Okay, I'm glad that you're here with me. Before we begin any movement, we'll lock in our Pilates breathing because it's really hard to take big belly breaths while we're laying on our belly. So I'll have one hand on my chest, one hand on my stomach, and just go through a normal inhale, deep inhale, feeling the belly and the chest lift, and then exhale and feeling it all drop. And again with the inhale, expanding the belly, expanding the chest. This time on the exhale, let's tighten up the whole midsection. Engage all the muscles in the core. Think of the feeling of blowing up a balloon and just having to squeeze everything as hard as you can. And then we're going to maintain that activation on the next inhale. And so I'm not allowing the belly to rise, I'm not allowing the chest to rise, but instead it'll be the side and the back ribs that expand with the inhale. And then we stay tight with the exhale and the breaths so we're a little shallower than we're able to take with the big belly breaths. Let's go through one more, nice and tight in the core, not allowing the stomach and chest to expand. Good, and we'll move onto all fours. Knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulder. If this is hurting my wrists, I can try fists. I can also try this short series on my forearms. So I'm right here, belly's pulled in, extend the left leg, and let's use the glute to lift that left leg up and down for 5. Pulling in the lower abs to try to limit the anterior tilt of the pelvis, so as the leg comes up, I want to avoid arching the lower back there. So I'm pulling in at the lower abs, I'm keeping the leg straight and lifting with the glute muscle. All right, bring it in and right leg straight and up. Good, and we're keeping the hips square to the mat. The body wants to roll up to the right as the right leg comes up, maintaining stability in that whole core. Last one. Good, bring it in. Staying strong in the shoulders, let's move to the upper body, straighten the right arm, and lift up for 5. Just breathing at a steady pace here. Again, keeping the shoulders square to the mat. The body wants to lift up on the right side as the right arm comes up. But I'm staying square, staying strong in the shoulder. Bring it down, slide it in, left arm. Slide it out straight and lift up. Good. Still breathing. Still pulling in at the lower abs. Good, strong arms. Last one. And bring it back. We're going to put that together now. Both right arm, left leg straight. Bring them up. Careful not to overarch in the lower back. Anterior tilt here, so we're staying tight. No anterior tilt. You can see my lower back isn't moving as the foot goes up and down. Good, bring it in. Left arm, right leg. And lift. Careful not to lift that right hip up. And down, bring it in. We're just going to get a little faster here. Left leg, right arm, up, and back in. Left arm, right leg. Breathing at a steady pace. Comfortable breaths. Pulling in on the lower abs. Staying tight. Pilates breathing. One more on each side. Good. Last one. Strong shoulders. Excellent. Let's come into a full laying position. Forehead can be resting on the hands. I'll keep my head up while I'm talking. And we'll start at the legs. Both legs are straight. Give me a flex in both the quads. That'll help to take the hamstring out of the movement. And I want the tops of the feet slightly hovering off the ground. We'll move into left leg extension. So using the glute muscle, lift that left foot in the air and lower and move to the right. Leg straight, right glute flexes to lift the right foot up in the air. We only need to go about high enough to fit a tennis ball under our foot. Let's go 5 on each side. As the left foot comes up, careful not to let the left hip come up. The body wants to roll up as the leg lifts. I'm also pulling in on the lower abs just like before. As the leg lifts, the lower back wants to arch or go into an anterior tilt. So we're keeping those lower abs nice and tight to try to alleviate that. One more on each side. Good, and give the hips a shake. Let them loosen up for a moment. We're gonna go be right back at them. We'll go both feet at the time here. Both legs at once. So tighten the lower abs, tighten the belly. Quads are flexed, feet are slightly hovering off the ground. And we'll flex the quads, lift both feet up in the air. And lower for 5. Good. So as the feet lift, I'm actually thinking about pulling my belly up and away from the mat to try to limit the arch in the lower back. 2 more. And lower, good. Let's give another wiggle. And we'll move to the upper body. So head can still be resting on the hands. And we're gonna move into thoracic extension. So we'll imagine lifting the elbows, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then lifting the head and upper chest up off the mat. Let's go for 5. Here we go. Lifting up and down. And we're staying breathing. Keep breathing. Like I talked about at the beginning of the video, this is why it's extra important to have that Pilates breathing going. Because I can't be doing big, deep belly chest breaths while I'm laying on my belly going into spinal extension. Good, last one. Excellent, bring it all down. Okay, now we're gonna bring the arms straight up overhead. We're getting closer to the swimming. And we're just gonna bring everything up. So whatever breathing pattern feels most comfortable, I like to exhale as we come up, inhale back down. We'll have the arms straight overhead. We'll have the feet straight, quads flexed, feet slightly hovering. I'm gonna exhale, lift it all up. Inhale back down. Let's do 5. Good. Thinking of pulling those arms long, the legs are long. Everything's as straight as possible. Also feeling a little flex here in the lat, and that's keeping the shoulders from really creeping up too high. As the arm comes overhead, the shoulder's gonna rotate up, but I don't want to extend the shoulder up too much. I'm just really straight with the arms. Let's go one more. Bring it down. Good, and we'll move on to the full swimming. So we're gonna come up with everything just like we did, and then we'll lower the right arm and left leg, tap the ground. As those come up, the left arm, right leg go down. And then we'll just be in this constant movement, opposing limbs going up and down. And we'll go 5 on each side. Here we go. Tighten the belly. Think of pulling in those lower abs. Everything comes up. And now right arm, left leg tap. Come up, left arm, right leg. Good, and let's keep going. 5 on each side. There's 2. And then as we move through this, we can get going a little faster. And stay steady in the hips, no rocking. No rocking. This is putting together everything we practiced in this workout. Here we go, 4 more. Good, and bring it all down. And I'll press back into child's pose, try to relax my lower back as much as possible. Release my belly from the posterolateral breathing. Maybe give a little rock from side to side. If there's any other exercises you'd like to see broken down like this, let me know. Every movement is made up of smaller movements, so it could be super beneficial to deconstruct each exercise and see every piece of what's going on. All of my equipment is linked in the description. They're Amazon affiliate links, so if you click on them and make a purchase, I get a small commission at no extra charge to you. I'll leave you with the video YouTube thinks that you'll like the most, and I'll see you at the next workout.